Difficulties coming in, but we're here tonight. Good evening, everyone. This is your girl, High Priestess Queen Tayi L. And tonight we're going to be closing out our episodes on meditation. It has been phenomenal, and I'm so grateful that we've been studying this in this time during this time of my life because it has helped me tremendously. I've had a lot of curveballs. It has challenged me to really think about what I need and what I want. Also, to be real about what I have been allowing in my life and push me to make some changes. Painful changes, of course, but they're good for me. I'm learning every single day to choose me. And I hope that you being connected to me on this channel, on Facebook, on my um on any platform, social media, you'll see that, I just keep it 100. I don't put any fluff in it. I don't try to dress it up. It is what it is. And we all have to learn. Those of us that are trying to get somewhere in life, those of us that are trying to be that good mother, that good father, that good friend, that good mentor, that good leader, you'll learn. And hopefully you've been learning. If you haven't learned, you've been seeing that it's very important that you choose you first. Choose you first. And when you choose yourself first, you begin to make better decisions for your life. And you'll begin to just, do away with the okie doke. You know, um, Life is but a vapor. You know what I'm saying? We're here one day and gone the next. That's what it seems like. So we must make the best of it. So I'm so grateful about this meditation series that I've been doing here um, with Divination Destination. It's really been amazing. So tonight we're going to close that out. Chapter 6, if you have your book. Okay? Meditation in daily life is what we'll be talking about. Meditation in daily life. We're going to go ahead and chime in. I have my incense going. I have my candle going. And we're going to get right into it. Tonight I'm just going to take everything out the bowl and chime in crisp and clear by way of spirit. I just dropped the herbs on my altar cloth here. Okay. Please tell people about my channel. If you have someone that is, awakening, tell them about Queen Tayi L, a new woman 08. Okay, all is welcome here. All is welcome here. Non-judgmental and with love. If they don't want to be a part of something, we don't judge one another and we operate in love, we respect one another, they don't need to be here. But if you have a friend that's looking for a place like this and you've been blessed, please tell them about my channel and encourage them to subscribe. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and chime in. Nothing's in the bowl. We're going to get a good, crisp chime, clearing the atmosphere. All right. Love that chime. It just does something for the vibrations, especially after, a challenging day, which I did have today. And, sometimes it can be a little rough to get on here at this time of night. But once I chime in and I start running my mouth, it's on and popping. Y'all know how I do. Okay, so we're on chapter 6. And we're going to walk through this rather quickly. Okay. Meditation in daily life. Most people who undertake a meditative path will not be seeking to undertake a life as a hermit or intend to withdraw to a monastery. Our meditation will take place in the midst of our daily lives with the great variety of challenges they bring to us. Hey family. Hey sis, how you doing? I was looking for you last night. I didn't know if you was out there or not. It was 2 people out here watching. They didn't say anything, but I'm sure they enjoyed it because they stayed with me. Meditation would be of limited value if we were restricted to experiences achieved in formal sessions on a cushion. To achieve only brief glimpses of calmness and happiness that are forgotten or lost the moment we rise from our cushion has never been the intent of any meditative tradition. Meditation is intended to bring transformation to the whole of our lives, fostering calmness, well-being, and balance in every moment and circumstance. In our formal sessions of meditation, we plant the seeds of understanding, attentiveness, and balance. Our challenge is to further cultivate those seeds in the midst of all the changing activities and interactions of our life. Some of the most important moments in our meditative journey take place not when seated with our eyes closed, but in those moments when we leave the cushion and enter into our life. If you have your book, please, by all means, highlight that. That's what I've been telling y'all all the while. I'm going to read that again for those of you that don't have a book just yet, because that hit me right in the gut. Some of the most important moments in our meditative journey take place not when seated with our eyes closed, but in those moments when we leave the cushion and enter into our life. It's not when you got your eyes closed and meditate. That's the easy part, okay? But when you get up from that cushion and you go on with your life, that is when it is in full operation and activation. I told y'all how this has been helping me because it's okay. It's out there. Trying to get back in the swing of things. Gotta be out here. It's like a call. It's a call when I'm not here. So I'm glad you're here tonight. Remember, y'all, and I feel so ashamed to say, because nobody ever taught it that way. I thought meditation was just strictly on that cushion, just narrow-minded, That's why they say knowledge is power. I thought that was it. That's meditation. But to know we can meditate in different ways and while we're moving with our eyes open, sitting, standing, laying down, listen. Meditation is more powerful than what we've been taught. And I think, thank you, Spirit, to the sin, this is the reason why you didn't know this. The Spirit was telling me just now, the reason why I didn't know this because I was raised in church. And a lot of you can identify. And they told us that meditation was of the devil. They said we just supposed to meditate on the word of God. I've said this before, and I'm going to highlight this again. Day and night. We are not to clear our mind and all of that stupid hogwash. And so we go no further than that. And those of you that were devout Christians like I was, and some of you may still be, I hope that you listen with your heart and your spirit as I say this. Please don't take offense. um we don't research anymore. Once the preacher said, the prophet that came into town said, that's of the devil. You're gonna catch all types of spirits. We start right there. But yet and still they tell us to study to show ourselves approved. It's all a bunch of jumble, um, hypocrisy, oxymoron, everything the opposite, everything twist, da 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 da. Okay, this is why my channel is A New Woman 08, living life with spirit. The only way I can get my messages to you, especially if you've been in religion like I was all your life, is you got to flow with spirit. You got to live your life with spirit. I didn't say live your life with the Bible. I didn't say live your life with the Quran. I didn't say live your life in prayer. I didn't say none of that, okay? Although that may be part of your practice, to each their own. But when people really start to live life with spirit, it really changes your life. And people are scared of that. Because they say, oh, what about God? What about Jesus? What about Allah? What about all of that? Okay, just tap into the spirit realm. Okay? Because there's other forces protecting you, leading and guiding you that you know not of. And so my challenge is that you tap into the spirit. Okay? If you could just put aside your fear, put aside, religion for a moment and say, Spirit, show me the way. Who are you? What are you doing in my life? What should you start talking to spirit? Because it's just not spirit, they're spirits. And people are afraid of that because of what they've been taught. And then in that moment, when you really open up and you begin to get revelation and everything, that's when the awakening starts. Okay? That's when the awakening starts. And going back to what I said before, that is why I wouldn't go further into learning about meditation, even though I'm a researcher, because they had us so scared of the devil, so to speak, and so scared to go beyond what they taught us, what they said in this book, That's why I didn't know about meditation being such a powerful part of our lives. And I must say that it's really, really, y'all know I go on and on. It's really, really healing me in ways that I cannot imagine. We'll get to that. That's very powerful. These are the moments that invite us to learn what it means to live in a meditative spirit, approaching our life with an openness and commitment to deepen in sensitivity, mindfulness, and understanding. These are the times when we are asked to find calm within chaos. Did y'all know that? You can find calm within chaos? Now you know. If you don't know, now you know. Peace in the midst of conflict, and clarity when surrounded by confusion. Let me say that again. These are the times when we are asked to find calm within chaos, peace in the midst of conflict, and clarity when surrounded by confusion. Thank y'all for the love. The lessons we learn in the structures of our formal meditation come to life only when they are applied to transform the daily encounters and activity of our lives. Awareness is more than an exercise. It is a journey of a lifetime. Meditation is not a passive state. Neither does it isolate us in an ivory tower from where we can view the unfolding events of our world and life with a benign detachment or disinterest. It is not intended to bring about a state of disconnection where we feel indifferent or invulnerable to the world around us, but it is intended to magnify connectedness and teach us the way to be a conscious participant in every moment. Traveling a meditative path is learning the skill of making calmness, clarity, and understanding part of our everyday life, where nothing is exempt from a caring attentiveness. I love this because if somebody would have told me this years ago, I don't think I would have been on the hamster wheel, spinning, spinning, spinning. When something happened in my relationship, I would run. You know, I just didn't want to deal with things. I just didn't want to deal with it. But now learning that meditation it's going to help me. It's going to help me. It's going to help you deal with the things we have to face in our everyday life. And isn't it good to know that in the midst of chaos, in the midst of confusion, we have calmness, we have peace. Every single time, it sounds like a fairy tale, doesn't it? But it's not. We can really walk in this life with calmness and peace. Getting all uptight and getting all, discombobulated, it never helps anything. But living a meditative life will bring such a power to us like we've never known. I love this. This is great. There's a profound happiness and richness that is born of meditative experience and understanding. Yet the intention and practice of meditation is not dedicated to achieving only pleasant states of experience or blissful pinnacles. Meditation would be of minimal value if it could be cultivated only in the midst of pleasant experiences, good health, supportive circumstances, or when surrounded by caring people. Sis says, still working on that, finding calm within chaos. Absolutely. Absolutely. Long as you're still working. We know we're all a work in progress. The problem comes in when we stop working on it. But that's good. Still working on it. Absolutely, sis. Our life is compromised. I'm sorry. Our life is comprised of many pleasant moments and interactions that delight and enrich us, and meditation teaches us to appreciate them deeply. Equally in our lives, we encounter moments and interactions that distress and challenge us. Times of ill health, encounters with hostility, pressure, and confrontation. We all meet praise and blame, success and failure, loss and separation, and the variety of responses that can arise within ourselves in relationship to these experiences. As these moments are part of the reality of our lives and world, they must equally be part of our meditation. Rather than fleeing from or avoiding these moments, I just said that, or greeting them with the extremes of disappointment, distress, or even fragile exhilaration, meditation can teach us to approach them clearly and directly, to find balance and understanding in the midst of all events. Unpredictability, times of confusion, disorder, and circumstances that we cannot control will feature in all of our lives. Resistance, avoidance, and fear lead only to anxiety and disconnection. Learning to live in a meditative spirit means cultivating the willingness to approach the unpleasant and difficult with the same commitment to attentiveness and understanding that we bring to the moments of delight and happiness. Meditation is not a prescription or solution to the difficulties and challenges we inevitably encounter in our lives, but will teach us the power that attentiveness has to transform the overwhelming or seemingly impossible moments we meet. into moments that can be approached with balance, calmness, and understanding. These moments, if approached with a meditative spirit, become guides and teachers for us that show us the way to deepen in understanding and compassion. Through the skills we learn in meditation, we begin to discern the difference between those events and moments we need to embrace with acceptance and understanding, and the moments that ask for clear and conscious action, wise and honest speech, and transformation. Through our meditation practice, we become intimately acquainted with a refuge of inner calm and balance, which is brought to the changing circumstances and moments of our lives. Meditation does not promise an quote unquote ideal world where we are never disturbed or challenged. It empowers us to live in the quote unquote real world with awareness and understanding. Meditation is a powerful transformation which practiced well has the power to transform not only our inner reality, but the whole, WHOLE, of our lives. The calming down we experience within ourselves manifests in the calming down of our lives. The attentiveness and clarity of seeing we cultivate within ourselves becomes the foundation for clear action, speech, and choices. The care we learn to extend to the quality of our inner world is extended to all of our relationships so they mirror the honesty, calmness, and understanding we value inwardly. Formal meditation is primarily concerned with inner development, but the true spirit of meditation is one that equally embraces our inner and outer world. Meditation comes alive only when it is embodied in the whole, WHOLE, of our lives. So we've been taught part of it. We've been taught part of it. But the whole gist of it all is whatever's going on in the inside, it's going to affect the outside. It is literally going to affect the vibration of your life. Again, it doesn't mean that, disappointment won't happen or, pain won't happen, a failure or failing in relationship. People are going to drop the ball, but you'll be able to approach it better. You'll be able to deal with it better. You won't be walking around like like they say, a dumb blonde and act like shit ain't happening. It said attentiveness, awareness. It's going to help people like me and those of you that has experienced that. I've had a nervous breakdown. Had to go to the hospital for that and be on 24-hour suicide watch. No doors, to my bedroom. No doors to the bathroom. No shower curtain. No towel hold. No towel racks. None of that, because they remove everything out of those rooms to prevent you from doing something to yourself. Y'all, it's deep. It's deep. And a camera watches you 24/7. But if we tap into things like this, it will help us to deal with it. It'll give us the strength we need, to bring calmness, and to react the proper way and to find peace when everything around you is gone to hell. It's almost like being what I'm getting, like being in the eye of the storm. I remember I had a dream that a hurricane had hit the land. When the hurricane was coming, I could see it, I could hear it. It was absolutely terrifying. Maybe I astral projected, okay? Because I can tell you what a storm is like I've been there, okay? Now, when Hurricane Hugo came, I was about 14 years old. I could tell you about that. That was terrifying. It really sounds like a damn train. But anyway, we're not going to get into that. But this storm, I could literally see it just sucking. I know how on the video, just sucking up everything. And it, oh my God, the sound of it is it's amazing. And I mean that like it's big. It's something you can't even put into words hardly. And I'm seeing this, and this big hurricane, tornado, whatever the hell it was, I know it was spinning, sucking everything in. It came my way, and when it hit me, everything went black. That fear, I can't even describe the fear. When it hit me, everything went black. In my mind, I'm thinking it's over, I'm dead. That's because it was so real. Then all of a sudden, I was just like floating in midair, and I opened my eyes. It was so quiet. I was in the eye of that storm. Y'all know I get emotional. Spirit said that's exactly what meditation does. Y'all, I seen the blackness. I seen the thick dust. I seen cars and furniture and shit flying all around me. It's all around me. And although that terror is there, I'm conflicted because it's peaceful there. You can't even hear shit. You can't hear nothing. All you do is see. That's what meditation does. And if you're sitting in the midst of something going on in your life, like being in the eye of the storm, and you feel the emotions, you see the shit that's going on, you see it. But all you can do is say, oh my gosh, and I'm safe. I can't hear shit, but just let me think about my next move. That's what meditation is going to do for all of us. That was a phenomenal dream to have, and I'm glad that Spirit brought it back to my remembrance so I can share this with y'all. That's what meditation does. It does not create a fairy tale land. It does not take you away from reality. It helps you deal, like I said, with the real life issues. It doesn't mean that, you won't go through things. None of that. But it'll help you not to have a nervous breakdown. It'll help you with depression, anxiety, and it'll help you respond better so you won't catch a charge. Because a lot of shit that happened, if we did not respond the right way, we would have caught a charge. Some of us did catch a charge. So tap in. Tap in. All right. Meditation. Okay, I'm sorry. A meditative spirit essentially means that we approach our lives with an attitude that every moment is significant. An invitation to cultivate understanding, sensitivity, and attentiveness. There is nothing that is considered worldly, mundane, or unworthy of our attentiveness. We learn to approach all experiences, doing the laundry, washing the dishes, working, playing, and formal meditation as opportunities to find harmony and understanding. To deepen in meditation, we must learn to end the I think I can't pronounce that word. DICHOTOMY of a spiritual life and a worldly life. This division will bring endless frustration if our meditation is seen to happen in only brief, reserved moments, separate from the rest of our lives, and so doing little to transform them. Awareness is not an activity or solely a practice. It is a way of seeing directly, immediately, and with great sensitivity into each moment. The principle of establishing cultivating attentiveness is the primary principle developing all styles of formal meditation discipline. It is equally the foundation that enables our meditation practice to extend in a way in which it touches and transforms the whole WHOLE of our lives. Cultivating a balanced and calm attentiveness in our lives requires the same effort and clear intention that is required in formal meditation practice. Superficially, it appears easier. Thank you, sis. Dichotomy. Dichotomy. I knew it was something like that. I just couldn't get it out. Thank you so much. Dichotomy. There you go. I got it. Superficially, it appears easier not to be wholeheartedly attentive in our lives, but to live instead habitually, with a mind that endless churns our thought, avoiding difficult situations and striving to maintain pleasant situations. Yet the results of these familiar patterns are inner pressure, disconnection, and discontent. Effort is needed for us to learn new ways of being in ourselves and in the world. The result of cultivating the effort and intention to the attentive in our lives are immediate and enriching. Okay? There is an enhanced sensitivity in our seeing, listening, actions, and speech. Attuned to the movements of our minds and emotions in relationship to the world, we become less judgmental and increasingly open and receptive. There is a greater ease and calmness in our minds and bodies, and our thoughts, decisions, and speech become simpler and more effective. Our access to a deeper intuitive way of perceiving is enhanced as we forge more direct and immediate connections with each moment and each interaction. Through cultivating attentiveness, we find ourselves more fully present in the moment at a time, and our preoccupations with past and future lessen in intensity. I'm going to break all this down. Okay, so the next few paragraphs, I'm just going to read that first sentence because I already know where this is going. The dimension of cultivating attentiveness in all circumstances, moments, and interactions is a primary ingredient in furthering the process of discovery and transformation. The cultivation of meditation in an inclusive and holistic way involves bringing a meditative spirit and clear attentiveness to the different dimensions of our experience that are not separate but interconnected. We learn to be directly and deeply attentive to the quality of our inner world, our bodies, emotions, and mind. Equally, we learn to bring the skills and principles fundamental to our meditation practice to the relationships we have with other people and events. Formal meditative practice. A daily meditation practice requires both discipline and effort, yet it is the cornerstone of integrating meditation into the rest of our lives. Times of formal meditation, even if they are only brief periods of 15 or 30 minutes, need to become a priority in our lives. Our practice is kept alive by reserving times in our day that are dedicated to calmness and stillness. To have a regular time and place that is committed to formal meditation is often the most effective way of sustaining a regular practice. The styles or techniques explored in these times are of secondary importance. The different styles previously mentioned that highlight the different principles of meditation, such as, I want y'all to remember now, these are the different styles of meditation. I highlight that. I'm about to tell you again. Concentration, devotion, mindfulness, and relaxation. Can be utilized according to our own temperament and what actually works for us. Okay? Those are the techniques, y'all. I'm going to read it again. Concentration, devotion, mindfulness, relaxation. What is of primary importance is that we have a time that is dedicated to coming back to ourselves and the present moment, a time of reconnection and calmness. In the midst of a busy life, clear intention is of great importance as we approach our time of formal meditation. They are not times for planning the activities of the day, of the next day, or rehashing all the interactions and activities that we have encountered in the day we have just completed. The value of the time to form a meditation ripens through our intention to use these times fully to be aware of one moment at a time. To cultivate calmness and clarity of being, attentiveness, and sensitivity. Daily meditation practice requires tremendous patience. We may experience our minds as being overfull, bursting with thought. Our bodies may be tired. We may see the repetitive recycling of the residues of our day. All of these activities do not mean that our meditation is worthless, neither should they be treated as obstacles to negate. In the midst of all this, we foster some of the deepest principles and lessons of meditation: patience, acceptance, balance, simplicity, and dedication. Wise and kind attention is to see and let go, to allow the swirl of thoughts and feelings to arise and to pass. If you have only a short time available for formal meditation, it is often helpful to develop a simple practice such as focusing upon the breath or your body as a way of establishing yourself in the present moment. Insensitivity and attentiveness, every moment of doing this is worthwhile, affect the quality of our mind and body, and is an essential factor in enabling our awareness and understanding to mature. Be careful not to look for signs of progress and improvement. There will be meditation periods of great calmness, concentration, and insight. There may be other periods where we feel overwhelmed by endless thoughts and feelings. The way in which understanding and attention matures is both unpredictable and somewhat mysterious. We may be tempted into thinking our meditation is unproductive or a waste of time. And yet, when we get up off our cushion, we find, to our surprise, that we are approaching our day with a tangible sense of attentiveness and clarity. Walking. Walking is an integral part of our day as we move from one room to another, one engagement to the next, as we travel to work and from work. This simple activity can be performed habitually or can become an exercise in mindfulness. I'm going to read this whole part here because I love to walk. We can experiment with designating these times of walking as times that we reconnect with our bodies, and through this, with the present moment. Give attention to all the subtle shifts that are involved in taking a single step, and the sensation of your foot touching the ground. Through giving attention to our bodies and walking, we integrate the mind and the body and establish attentiveness. This very ordinary activity that is part of all of our days is transformed through attentiveness, becoming a time of sensitivity and wakefulness. We can experiment with being aware of the moment when our walking is rushed or hurried, how our bodies are expressing a state of mind in that moment that is not conducive to calmness and ease. As we walk in our day, we can be walking our meditative path, not primarily focused on reaching our destination, but experiencing a time of mindfulness and being present in the moment. Mindful eating. Meditation practice is a process of deepening in sensitivity in the very ordinary activities of our life. Each day we give time to nourishing our body, to preparing food and eating. These times can be moments of habit and distractedness, or equally times of deep sensitivity and awareness. We can adopt the discipline of mindful eating, ensuring that we always sit down to eat. I tell my kids that all the time. Sometimes they stand up and eat. You need to sit down to eat. That we approach this time calmly and slowly and with the intention to be fully present. Take a moment to savor and finish a single mouthful of food before you lift your fork to take the next. Bring mindful attention to the taste and sensations of each piece of food you eat. Be aware of your posture as you eat, ensuring that your body is relaxed and at ease. Experiment with reserving one meal in the day to eat in silence. As we bring attention to these times, the ordinary events in our lives are transformed. Body, mind, and the present moment are unified through our attentiveness. We are consciously cultivating well being and harmony in those moments, qualities that become increasingly natural and instinctive to us as we experiment and practice. Simplicity. Consciousness, consciously cultivating simplicity in our lives and within our lives is one of the most direct means of achieving well-being, peace, and harmony. It is one of the primary principles of meditation that when carried into the way we live, our lives directly deepens understanding. Simplicity does not require that we resign our jobs or give all of our possessions to charity. In formal meditation, we cultivate simplicity through attending to our mind, bodies, and emotions without judgment, evaluation, and comparison. We learn to be with the moment to moment changes occurring within us just as they are without adding or subtracting anything. This simplicity we cultivate in formal meditation can be directly applied to our life. We learn to be aware of those times in interaction with the world around us when we are adding excess layers of judgment or evaluation and thus subtracting from our capacity to be wholeheartedly present. Bringing a wholehearted attention to our conversation and activities is directly cultivating simplicity. Are we listening well? Are our actions undertaken with mindfulness? Instead of thinking about the moment or trying to leap into the next moment with our thoughts, we directly experience where we are. Instead of being lost in all of our ideas of how things should be, we are directly connected with how things actually are. This simplicity calms the mind and body, fostering harmony and well-being. Simplicity is equally cultivated through giving attention to our lifestyles. All right? Spiritual community. I'm just skipping around now. Many people find themselves quite contented with following a meditative path alone. For others, taking time to meet other people who share similar aspirations and direction can be deeply nourishing. It can provide an opportunity to discuss difficulties that are encountered and alleviate the sense of loneliness that can arise when practicing alone. We discovered that we are not unique in struggling with many of the obstacles we meet. We receive encouragement and support from others. Community is an intrinsic part of most spiritual traditions that offers an affirmation of our quest and path. In the Western world, community does not imply leaving our homes and moving into a collective, nor does it imply fundamentalism, sectarianism, or separation. Community happens whenever like-minded people meet together in a spirit of openness and honesty. Dedicating time for reflection, communication, and meditation. A place of integrity. In exploring the different traditions of meditation, it is evident that there is a shared agreement that an ethical life provides the foundation for depth in meditation and for a mind that is easily collected in calmness and happiness. Ethics are not just rules or ways of defining right and wrong, good and bad. Ethics can be adopted as a practice that is a powerful way to awaken sensitivity and awareness in our lives. Ethics concern the quality of our actions, speech, and thoughts, and serve as a basis for reflection and not as a basis for judgment or punishment. Ethics provide guidelines for cultivating inner and outer relationships of integrity, compassion, tolerance, and forgiveness. Okay, we're going to move to dissolving habit. A powerful method for integrating awareness and sensitivity in the activities of our daily lives is to focus attention upon areas where you find yourself consistently habitual. Simply select one area of your life that you give little attention to because of familiarity. The way you eat or dress, the time you travel to work and from work, the way you walk or sit, the way you speak to your partner or family member. Establish a clear intention to approach the activity as if you have never encountered it before. Give careful attention to how you use your body, the movements of your hand, the way you listen, or your speech. This is not an attempt to find the right, quote unquote, way to engage in any of these activities. It is an exploration to discover the way in which the simple, ordinary activities of our lives are transformed by attentiveness. Through attention, we learn the skill of being wholeheartedly present with great sensitivity. Every moment of dissolving habit with clear attentiveness is a moment of fostering sensitivity and clear connection with the present moment. It is learning to see all things, all people, and ourselves anew, free from the filter of images, conclusions, or assumptions. Our capacity to see, listen, and act with freshness is a primary foundation for deepening in understanding. Reflection upon difficult circumstances. Meditation is not intended to shelter us from the moments of conflict and difficulty we meet in our lives, but to provide us with the inner resources and skills to approach them with greater understanding and calmness. There may be situations in our lives where there is repetitive tension, misunderstanding, and conflict. Repetitive conflict is most often a signal to us that there's a need for greater understanding and new ways of approaching the situations we resist or fear. The possibility of discovering greater calmness, ease, and understanding in those moments of tension relies upon our willingness to give attention to them. Reflective theme. It can be useful to select a particular theme of inquiry that we hold in our attention for a period of several days or a week at a time. It can be a theme such as generosity, anxiety, wholehearted listening, anger, or being aware of beginnings and endings as they occur in our day. Wise speech, impermanence, resistance, or compassion can all serve as themes of inquiry. It is helpful to choose a theme that is meaningful to us. It might be an area of our life where we become repeatedly stuck, or a quality we would wish to deepen in. When we awaken in the morning, simply plant the intention in our consciousness to explore the theme as we move through the various activities of our day. Before going to sleep at night, spend a few moments reflecting upon the day in which the theme you have adopted has appeared in our day and the ways we have related to it. Exploring a reflective theme does not involve endless contemplation. Neither does it imply self-consciousness in our interaction, but simply planting the seed of intention which highlights a particular reflective theme. We become increasingly aware of the way it informs our lives. This kind of exploration is a direct way of integrating our formal meditation practice into the activities of our lives. It has the power to awaken both interest and understanding. Inspiration. Inspiration and interest are necessary ingredients in deepening and sustaining any spiritual journey. It is obviously easy to feel both interested and inspired when our meditation experiences are rich and fruitful. When there are dramatic insights or experiences, it is far more challenging to remain interested and inspired when our meditation feels flat or dry. When we feel interested and inspired, we have an abundance of energy and effort to bring to exploring our meditation practice. In periods of barrenness, it is more challenging to find the energy and effort that are needed to reawaken our interests. There are valleys and peaks in all spiritual journeys. And in those moments, when our meditation feels stuck, it is helpful to explore the ways in which we might nourish and reawaken our interest. I'm going to read this whole paragraph. Meditation deepens and develops through awakening and cultivating the many factors of effort, intention, dedication, and interest. The nourishment that vitalizes and gives life to our meditation is also consciously cultivated in a variety of different ways. Mindful reading is one source of nourishment. We can read in a way in which we are intent on consuming as much information as possible, much of which we quickly forget. We can also read in a reflective way, choosing a book that is meaningful to us and using it as a basis for contemplation. Perhaps stand with a single line or chapter that speaks to our hearts and sense of aspiration for a prolonged period of time. As we read, we question the ways in which the message we are absorbing relates to our experience. Formal meditation, meeting with like-minded people, spending time in nature, and reflection are all ways of awakening and sustaining interest in our meditative journey. Just as any plant requires the nourishment of soil, water, and sun to grow, the deepening of our own meditation practice relies upon the nourishment we provide. The primary nourishment for interest and inspiration is found within our deepening experience of meditation. The direct experience of deepening levels of calmness, happiness, and clarity discovered in and through our meditation practice reveals to us the possibility for transformation and depth that lie within ourselves. Y'all, please get this book. There's a lot of information that I didn't get to read, but I did read quite a lot. This book is absolutely phenomenal. You want to screenshot that? This book is absolutely phenomenal. Meditation is life-changing. It is really life-changing. Basically, bringing attention to those things that concerns us. Sometimes we're concerned, a lot of times, and that's the way we've been taught. We're more concerned about what's happening with someone else, to the point where as we neglect ourselves. And so that is what this book is bringing to my awareness, is that I need to pay more attention to the things in my life. My life matters. Your life matters. And nobody can give you that quality of life that you need and deserve but you. The book speaks for itself. The reading, the simplicity, meditation can be incorporated in every other area of our lives, and that makes me feel good. Knowing that I'll be able to approach the challenges of my life in a better way, knowing that I'll be able to be more calmer, be more at peace, and not only that, I was going to say that, but Spirit brought it out in the book. Not only that, it's going to transform and strengthen your spiritual gifts. And that's what we want. That is the only way we can make great decisions. Wise decisions is that, our intuition, our intellect, our insight, our powers are strengthened and are cultivated. And I love the way it said, just like, anything that needs to grow and to blossom, you've got to nourish it. You got to engage in it. If you really want to become a better person, a teacher, you want to become better at, maybe there's a skill that you want to perfect. Maybe you want to enlarge and grow your business and make the money that you deserve. Meditation is where it's at. It's going to bring awareness to your life where it said, it'll start to show you where you need to pay more attention to within your life. You know what I'm saying? I love this book because it's all about you. It's all about you. It's all about me and us being better people. We can now apply this to our shadow work. We can now apply this to our spell work. We can now apply this to our dreams and our goals. Meditation can be a part of all of that. Me doing, the tarot cards and the oracle cards and my candle magic, I can have a special meditation just for that because I want to give people richness. I want to give people messages straight from the throne. I want them to experience the power that is fully operational in my life just by allowing me to be of service to them. And knowing this, maybe I could be an inspiration or aspiration for them being better. For example, I have a client. Wanted a certain, I told y'all this before, but I want to share it again. He wanted a certain amount of money. He came to me and said, listen, I got the situation. He needs some money for him to really get out the situation that he's in. And so I began to work with him and draw cards and stuff. And he's a magician. He's a magician. He's basically a warlock. He has a mark of magic on his life. Every card I draw, it always talks about his power. But he hasn't fully come into that yet. So he wanted me to do some spell work for him to get some money, certain amount of money. And he likes the casino. Okay, so I did the spell work. Never did this kind of spell work before, but I trust in my gift and knowing that I hear spirit. I did the 7-day candle. He paid his money for it. So, but I was encouraging him along the way. And so New Year's, he went to the casino and he hit big. Is it all the money that he won? No. But he hit big. Looking at that, because he spent thousands of dollars trying to get the help that I'm giving him now. People have ripped him off. So finally he connects with someone that's going to make sure he's good, going to do him right, be honest, have integrity with their work, and now he's seeing results. So, with that being said, that's inspiring him to get ready to do what I do. Because he's going to have people that he's going to help. But he had to get that inspiration, that aspiration from someone up close and personal. He saw it for himself. He got the benefits of it for himself. That's what I mean. Whatever spirit is telling you to do with the area of meditation, walk it out. Every day is not going to be a sunny day. Hell, that's life. But if you stay consistent and you stay dedicated, knowing, be intentional, knowing that it's going to make you a better person, y'all. And not just that, it's going to help your mind. It's going to help your body. It's going to help your health. You're going to be more sharp in the spirit. It's so many wonderful things that could come out of a meditative life. So when we share this information with people, just don't tell them to meditate. We'll say, oh, you just need to meditate. Encourage them. Tell them about having a meditative life. You know how people say, they're into something. Say they're a personal trainer. What is a personal trainer? Personal trainer teaches people how to take care of their bodies, right? Okay, you've seen a commercial say, this is just not what I do. This is my lifestyle. Because they have to become that in which they are teaching. You have to become that. I can't get on here and, teach the things I teach y'all and it not be my lifestyle. And so now, with all the wonderful things that I look around in the witch's corner, I look at this has really become my lifestyle. And I'm seeing results. Yes, I want to have clients. Yes, I want to make at least 6 figures by the end of this year. I want all of that. But it has to be a lifestyle. I can't pop in, pop out. I have to be accountable. You understand? I have to do this every day. My cards I have. Everyday magic. It really has to be a part of your life. And that is how I was able to I'm getting emotional. That is how I was able to get results for this gentleman that needs money to change his life. I've been doing this. My friend said, every time I talk to you, doing some candle magic. She said, you're really, she just showing me, how she admired that. Because the spirit show you something, what I say, a new woman 08, living life with spirit. Spirit show you something, how you're going to be effective in it, how you're going to change lives, how you're going to be a blessing. You got to go with it. Not every day I feel like doing spell work. Not every day. But I'm going to put my hands on something. It's days I don't feel like flipping a card. But I know the magic is what I'm doing. Okay? I'm sitting there. I don't feel like it. But as soon as I touch a deck, I feel that power surge up in me. It's almost like plugging in to your power source. And my power source is spirit. My power source is my magic, is my ancestors. That's my power source. Because this physical body is going to feel some type of way some days. But that's when you lean. That's something I always take with me from church. You got to lean on over into spirit. It has to be a lifestyle. Meditative lifestyle. A lot of you been asking, how am I going to get from A, B, C? How am I going to get to Z? This is your answer. Live a meditative lifestyle. And you may say, I have a prayer life. I pray to God. Okay, great. I was a prayer warrior too. But that's going outward. When you start to tap into the God self, the inward, my God, you talking about change. Again, I always say we've been taught to reach outward. In all actuality, the real T is what we need is inward. And because we have not been taught to cultivate that, to embrace that, we think our inward is broken. No, our inward has just been covered up with dirt and lies and condemnation and being judged and all of that. It's just like dirt on top of dirt been thrown on your God self. But when you begin to break out of that, we still reach outward, to our spirit guides, to our creator. We still reach outward, but when you start to cultivate that inward and the two start working together as one, oh my gosh. That's how I was able to, let me put this herb here, let me do this, let me do this. I was able to cultivate. I was able, thank you, Spirit, to manifest what my client needs. I'm just here as a kickstart. I tell everybody, before I do your reading, especially if you never had a reading done, you never tapped into this realm of the spirit, I tell them, I said, Once I do this reading for you, especially the first time, your life is going to change. Oh, you're just reading for me. Nope. It's not that, baby. It's almost like you open the door, you turn the knob, you say, Queen, can you do this reading for me? You open the door, you turn the knob, and you let spirit in. Now you open, and spirit can begin to show you the mystery and the truths that's been hidden from you. That's why I say I could never go back to what I know before. There's no way I won't fit in. I know too much. I've seen too much. I've experienced too much. There's no way I can go back to a religious lifestyle. When you're really walking with spirit, it's no going back. All you can do is go forward. Because you'll see it and feel it. Have so many testimonies of it happening in your life. Never been so driven. Never been so driven. And I am a self-motivated person. Self-driven person. But sometimes I would run out of gas. Sometimes I get tired. And most of the time I would get discouraged by what people are saying, what people are doing, who's not this, who the now on this side, it's a drive like no other. It's a drive like no other. Because I'm working on what's within. I'm waking up that which was sleeping. I'm tapped into realms and deities and spirit guides and ancestors that are assisting me. They're giving me answers. They're watching over me at night. They're giving me downloads when I sleep. I am repelling the things I don't want and attracting the things I desire. It's a phenomenal journey, y'all. The goal this long doing these teaching, I'm driven. I am spirit driven. And I, I hate those days when I can't make it or something come up. But then I learn in that moment, take care of what's in the moment, leave them a message. And y'all gonna get back on track. All things are purposeful. All things are purposeful. And it's so much richness in just a few months. I'm so proud of myself that I've added to this channel. And if you would have told me this, like I said, 5 years ago, I'm like, the lies you telling. This is not of my own. It's of spirit. I just made a choice to go with spirit, trust spirit, and be out here. And it's been life changing, and I love it. I love it, y'all. I really, my mind is clearer. I've had to make some painful decisions for relationship wise, but knowing that I choose myself rather than allowing somebody to take up that space. Some people I had to let go. Some conversations I had to put on hold. And I'm talking about intimate relationship. But to know that I have the strength to choose myself and go with it, I feel good. I feel good. I feel good. I have a work to do. You have a work to do. There is a purpose to be fulfilled. And we are the chosen ones. And we might as well get what we need. Tap into the things that, we need. Tap into our magic. And be loyal. Be devoted. Be disciplined. Be all of that. We in it to win it. So I am so grateful. I hope I said something to bless y'all. This was great. I really enjoyed this. Life changing. And we got the videos to prove it. You can always go back and watch. Ooh, that was really, really good. Okay. And also, I'm going to start putting together maybe we should do something once a week or a month. I want to schedule where we can put this into practice. I don't want just to teach on this and that's that. I really want us to come back to this. So I want to encourage y'all and keep y'all in the flow of a meditative lifestyle. And I'm gonna put something together. Maybe we can get together maybe 30 minutes and do something, one of those things that we learned in the book as far as meditation. Okay? So tomorrow night we'll be back and we're gonna learn about sleep. Okay? Some people are dealing with insomnia. They don't have a healthy sleep routine and it's affecting their life. So I am really excited about this. My intention is to bring this information forward in such a way that it's going to cause people to be healed and have a better rest and a better quality of life. Let me read the back of this book. Do you want to sleep better? Break the pattern of insomnia. Wake up full of energy. Understand the importance of sleep. Sleep plays a major role in preparing the mind and body for a productive, creative, and healthy day. And when your sleep pattern is disturbed, the result can be a relentless cycle of fatigue and frustration. From explaining why you need to sleep to how you can get more of it, Anthea Courtney will help bring your whole life into balance with good and healthy sleep patterns. With self-help exercises, tips on how to prepare yourself before bedtime, and guidance on complementary therapies, you will discover how to improve your quality of sleep, identify possible causes of insomnia, take steps to gaining a lifestyle that is conducive to better sleep. Okay? You can beat insomnia and gain a healthy sleep routine. We're on it tomorrow night. So excited. Whoop, whoop. Okay. Let me draw a few cards and then we're out. Let's ask Spirit, what would be the message for us tonight as we close out? Anything that Spirit wants to reveal to us. Okay. That was quick. Okay, the first card we have, this is so good. The energy that is here now is the Devil card, but it's upside down. Okay, I'm gonna read this to you. Recovery, leaving abusive, toxic situation, detachment, freedom, facing shadows, independence, reclaiming your power, and release. So we done flipped the script. Now, if it was this way, oh my, but we are coming into our own. We're coming into our power. We're really reclaiming something. I know this is specifically for me, that I've left a lot of abusive and toxic situations behind. I don't care how I feel about you. I don't care how much I love you. If what you're giving me, if you're making me feel is not serving me, I gotta let it go. And some of us are just suckers when we love people. Okay? We gotta be like Tina Turner. When somebody's doing us wrong, what's love got to do with it? I love you, but you're making me feel some type of way. Loving you is not healthy for me. What's love got to do with it? So we're recovering. We're coming out of those abusive and toxic situations. We're detaching, whereas we can be codependent. We have freedom now. We're facing our shadows. Independence. We're reclaiming our power and we're releasing. Oh, that's some good stuff right there. All right, the next card is 5 of Wands. It is upside down. Conflict avoidance, harmony, peace, harmony, release of tension, and conflict, end of conflict, cooperation, agreements. We all right. Spirit said, we all right, baby. That's the energy that's here tonight. We all right. We just got to keep on moving. Stay in our flow. And don't allow anyone to break us from that. Okay, let me just pull one more card and I'm done. I love this little deck, Awakened Soul. Okay. Shadow. Wow. We're facing our shadows. And that's what the card says. So it's all lining up. Okay, we're facing our shadows. We're getting us together. Just as one of my favorite songs by Beyonce, Just Me, Myself, and I. I had to find out that I'm my own best friend. Ain't no need to cry. Had to find out. Some of us had to F around and find out, right? But we found out that we are our own best friend. You can't be your spouse's best friend unless you're your own best friend. You can't be your best friend, best friend, until you get you together. And when you get you together, you can be the best of what people need in their life. Okay? Hi, Christian Lucky. Thank you for joining us. Please subscribe to my channel. All right, y'all. I love y'all. It's a pleasure. Those that came out tonight for the first time, hope you enjoyed it. I have a wealth of information on my page. You have any questions, just let me know. You can find me on Facebook under Taiye L. That's my personal page, Queen after it. Or you can go to my fan page, Queen Taiye L. And you'll see Sacred High Priestess in parentheses. And that's my fan page. I am the creator and founder of Light Seers Connect. Great. Good to see you out here. Thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate that. I am the founder and creator, love the connect, of Light Seers Connect. And we are at 49K members. Just a year old, y'all. 49K. It would have been more, but we're going to hit 50K soon. And that's what Spirit said. I want you to get to 50K, and I'm grateful. Because I was, like I said, I was just looking for a few hundred of people like me, and I found 50,000 more like-minded individuals. Okay? I ain't never had that many friends in the church. So that Spirit let me know, daughter, you're on the right path. So y'all know I gotta stay on my path. I gotta keep going. People out there that believe in me, and that's not even counting my other platforms. I now have Morning Coffee and Tarot. You can find it on TikTok. I'm trying to get a schedule there where I'm trying to introduce what I do to the people on my personal page. So that's on my personal page, but I did make a TikTok for that, and they're loving it over there. I think that second video I made, it got 1.7K views on it in just a couple of days. I just gotta keep going, gotta keep moving. I'm loving it. And most of all, if I could tell you anything about my journey and about my life, I'm all about love, realness, and healing. I am a cancer survivor. So I believe in being able to heal yourself, body, mind, soul, and spirit. Of course, with the help and the guidance of our ancestors, our spirit guides, and the Creator, we can really do this. We don't have to live a defeated life. We can live a life of power, magic, and triumph. Okay? Yes. Amen. Amen. It's already done. You're on the right path. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right, y'all. I love y'all. Let me get off of here. It's been a pleasure, been a blessing. I'm loving it. Okay? Oh, go to my website. That link is on at the top of my page. I got it. I want to get out some of these magical subscription boxes. I got stuff I need to put in there so I can make more stuff. But y'all gonna see a lot of good stuff. I'm getting ready to make candles. I'm just gonna be busy. I'm gonna be creating. All right. Just be a part. Tap in. And I'm always here at your service. All right. We're chiming out. So we just thank Spirit for what has occurred on tonight. Thank you for this lessons on meditation. I ask Spirit that you will show us how to live a meditative life so that we can live in peace, calmness, and just divine harmony with ourselves and with others. We're so grateful. We're so thankful. Ashe. Have a wonderful night. I love y'all. See you tomorrow night. Bye bye.